wanted to discuss my top. I'm going to go with 8 because I really don't feel like there's been enough episodes to be 10 yet. My top 8 Dark Side of the Ring episodes in no particular order. Most perfectly. Well, yeah, no particular order. Couldn't really list them. So let's just start with 8. Number 8, I got The Killing of Bruiser Brody. I thought it was a great episode. Very in detail. I like the detail they went into with that. Unlike, some other episodes, like the Ultimate Warrior episode, they skipped his entire WCW run. I didn't like that. Number 7, I got the Ultra Violence of Nick Gage. I'm not a huge fan of deathmatch wrestling, but it is something that catches my attention and I will watch it. And I just thought it was a very in-depth look. And I thought the part with Moxley was funny. Like, oh, Nick wears a mask to the ring, but he couldn't wear a mask to rob a damn bank. Number 7, I got the Brawl for All, mostly because the Jim Cornette and Vince Russo beef. And I always kind of thought the Brawl for All was pretty fascinating. Number 6, I got Herb Abrams. He's an interesting person. Definitely a guy I think I would have liked to spend some time with. Seems like an interesting person. And the Mick Foley line about him doing time if he was still alive killed me. I thought that was interesting. Number 4, I got The Life and Crimes of New Jack. Rest in peace. He just passed away recently, if you haven't heard. And I've done some. I was in ECW. Like, I'll go back and watch old ECW stuff if I can find it still, like on the network and all that. Well, Peacock now, but like on the network and all that. Number 3, I have Chris Benoit episode. Loved that one. Thought that was great. I was a huge Chris Benoit fan. Not a good person. Number 2, I have The Last of the Von Erichs. My aunt would always tell me stories about the Von Erichs family. The Von Erich family and like how they all died, and thought it was really interesting. So it was a nice kind of little throwback because me and my aunt used to watch wrestling together all the time. And number 1, I have the Brian Pillman episode. I don't know if I'm biased because he's from Ohio, but I love watching Pillman Jr. in the ring. And I see so much of his dad in him when I watch old Brian Pillman highlights, and nothing the WWE or AEW or any company ever does will ever top the Pillman's Got a Gun segment. Austin 316's gonna meet Pillman's 9mm. Probably one of the greatest one-liners in history of not just wrestling, just in my opinion. Obviously, could be wrong. You could feel differently. I understand if you do, but yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite